This is the WJTS News. In tonight's news, we'll have the first in a series of WBDC Country Showdown contestant previews. Rain has arrived and will last through the week, and Kerry Snyder pays his usual visit to the Humane Society. Kurt Guxell looks at the Southridge Raider baseball sectional victory, and that's followed by WJTS Informed tonight, featuring Molly Wuchner and Jamie Weiscaver of TriCap talking about the Head Start program. All this and more on 18 WJTS News. Good evening, I'm Bill Potter with the WJTS News. A Huntingburg man was taken into custody on as many as 5 different charges, including strangulation, domestic battery, and OWI after an alleged incident over the holiday weekend. Shortly before 11:30 Sunday night, deputies with the DuBois County Sheriff's Department were called to the report of an intoxicated male destroying property at a residence along Whisper Pine Road in Huntingburg. Deputies say the caller also stated that Juan Avalos of Huntingburg had battered his girlfriend earlier in the evening. While en route, deputies and an officer with the Huntingburg Police Department saw a vehicle matching the description of the suspect vehicle heading north on Highway 231 near County Road 900 South. The Huntingburg officer made a traffic stop on the vehicle, which they say was driven by Avalos. Police found Avalos to be intoxicated and also had a suspended license. Meanwhile, deputies continued to the scene where they found a battered female. They say she had bruising to her face, throat, arm, and leg. Avalos had also broken out a window of the trailer at that location. Avalos was taken to and booked into the DuBois County Security Center in Jasper on a level 6 felony counts of strangulation, domestic battery in the presence of a child, and operating while intoxicated with a prior conviction. He is also facing misdemeanor counts of criminal mischief and driving while suspended. The DuBois County Sheriff's Department was assisted at the scene by the Huntingburg Police Department and Memorial Hospital Emergency Medical Services. A Lagodi man was arrested on drug-related charges, among others, after leading authorities on a chase over the weekend along Interstate 69 in Pike County. Indiana State Police say just after 6 o'clock Saturday evening, a trooper was patrolling I-69 near the 48-mile marker when he observed a vehicle traveling at a rate of 85 miles per hour. The trooper attempted to stop the vehicle driven by 32-year-old Nathan Williams of Lagodi, but police say he refused to stop and accelerated to speeds in excess of 110 miles per hour. They say the vehicle started to experience engine problems at the 36-mile marker and eventually stopped at the 34-mile marker. Williams was arrested without incident. Officers searched his vehicle and found small amounts of meth and marijuana. While Williams was being booked in the Pike County Jail, correctional officers found a small amount of meth in his possession. Williams was taken to and booked into the Pike County Jail on charges of resisting law enforcement with a vehicle, operating a vehicle while being a habitual traffic violator, possession of methamphetamine, possession of paraphernalia, possession of marijuana, and reckless driving. Police say Williams also had an outstanding felony warrant out of Pike County. Indiana State Police were assisted by the Oakland City Police and Pike County Sheriff's Department. Local officials met with Governor Eric Holcomb and the state's Transportation Commissioner in their continuing efforts to get a 4-lane limited access highway built to ease traffic congestion in the region. The Mid-State Corridor Group's recent meeting with Indiana's governor comes as officials and business leaders hope the Indiana Department of Transportation will make the proposed regional bypass more of a priority. Indiana Department of Transportation Commissioner Joe McGinnis said he's worried about the road running through a national forest in Orange County. DuBois County Commissioner Elmer Bromas says a memorandum of understanding between the Transportation Department and the Regional Development Authority has been submitted. The group hopes the memorandum will be signed in June. The project will then receive a number and be eligible for federal funding if the Transportation Department approves the project. The project needs $7 million for a feasibility study. Officials from DuBois County, the City of Jasper, and the City of Huntingburg met earlier in May to discuss local contributions for the study, which would add up to about half of the cost. Jerry Hunefeld, Du Bois County Council President, says the county would contribute about 47% of the funding and would use the roughly $800,000 it receives in income tax revenue for 3 years to fund the contribution. Hunefeld says the funding breakdown for the cities has yet to be determined. The Mid-State Corridor would run north from Owensboro, Kentucky, go around Huntingburg and Jasper, and continue north to connect to Interstate 69. TDI Brands, a forerunner in supplying innovative products to the garden center industry for nearly 20 years, recently presented a check to Anderson Woods Incorporated for $1,200 as a donation from their recently held annual warehouse sale. Each year, TDI Brands opens their warehouse to the public by hosting a one-day sale of a broad range of gardening tools, accents, accessories, and more. And each year, the company partners with Anderson Woods to provide a portion of the overall sales to the charitable organization. Mike Bartley, general manager of TDI Brands, says Anderson Woods continues to administer programs and services that make a difference in the community and says they are happy to once again partner with them. Bartley says it has been easy for their team to rally around the organization because it has empowered and fostered growth in so many children and adults with disabilities. For over 3 decades, Anderson Woods Incorporated has been conducting summer camps for persons with mental and/or physical disabilities. Visit andersonwoods.org to learn more about the summer camps, volunteering, and making contributions. The warehouse sale took place on Friday, April 13th. Information regarding the next warehouse sale will be made available early spring of 2019. Well, the WBDC Country Showdown will be held at the Jasper Art Center on June 7th. That's a Thursday night, showcasing talent from across the area. 18 WJTS TV reporter Zach Gruber is doing a special on the contestants for this year's showdown so we can get a preview of the talent.
As it heads into its 37th year, the WBDC Country Showdown graces us with its musical presence once again. Come June 7th, Du Bois County will see some of the best musicians and artists in the area. This year, 13 lucky contestants have entered, but only one will walk away with the $1,000 grand prize. Over the next few weeks, we will hear from our contestants. First, we take a look at someone who's been a part of the WBDC Country Showdown for years as a member of the Modern Day Outlaws, but this year goes it alone.
My name is Greg Furman, 28 years old. I'm from Jasper, Indiana.
Greg Furman has taken the stage with Modern Day Outlaws and as a solo act in the past, taking the stage in 2012, 2013, 2015, 2016, and 2017. Greg, who's no stranger to the WBDC Country Showdown stage, finds inspiration through country music's greatest names and voices.
Waylon Jennings, Hank Jr., mainly in the pre-era to what it is today. That's what turned me on to music, was the older singers and how they done things. Music nowadays has changed a lot, you know.
Despite keeping his songs for the showdown a secret, Greg plans on blowing the audience away like he has in years past.
I'm gonna I might wing it. I'm playing by myself, so probably do a few, maybe like a medley, so kind of thing.
Greg says if he wins the WBDC Country Showdown, he will continue to perform and make music as his years go by.
I really enjoy it, and it's a lot of fun, so that's my big plans anyways. Keep playing and maybe try some bigger competitions.
Someone else who isn't new to the WBDC Country Showdown stage is Celestine's own Robert Reitman.
My name is Bobby Reitman. I am 19 years old, and I'm from Celestine, Indiana.
Robert, a Country Showdown veteran who has taken the showdown stage 3 times already, says what really drew him towards playing music was his aunt.
I always fantasized her playing the piano, and it drew me towards possibly learning that. Then I figured out that I somewhat had a voice around when I was about 15 years old. Made love and then you cried, remember when.
Even though Robert has taken the WBDC Country Showdown stage in the past, take a first glance at him and you wouldn't expect him to belt out country's greatest hits. With his aunt drawing him towards and inspiring him to follow music, his favorite musician is the one and only Justin Bieber. Robert uses Bieber's path to fame as a blueprint to how he wants to make his own mark.
So I'm gonna sit right here on the edge of his peak.
Robert has shown that despite the poppy favoritism, he has a country soul deep down. Robert plans on playing a crowd favorite made famous by country legend Alan Jackson.
It's just a song I decided to sing because people couldn't relate to it. And the other one, if I have enough time to play it, it would be another original that I'm working on right now still.
Robert says if he is to go all the way and win the WBDC Country Showdown, he hopes whatever road it takes him on is a good one.
My plans, if I go all the way, I don't even know. I just hope that if I make it all the way, I hope whatever road that it takes me would be the best option.
That we used to.
Will Greg Furman or Robert Reitman win the WBDC Country Showdown? Find out June 7th at the Jasper Arts Center as WBDC takes the stage for the 37th annual WBDC Country Showdown. Tickets are on sale now. Join us tomorrow as we take a deeper look into the WBDC Country Showdown contestants, right here on 18 WJTS.
Thank you, Zach. Again, tickets for the WBDC Country Showdown are on sale now at the studios of WJTS WBDC at 458 3rd Avenue in Jasper. That has been a look at your local news. Stay tuned. We have Carrie Schneider, who's at the DuBois County Humane Society again this week. Then it's your local weather outlook. And this night on Inform, Molly Wuchner and Jamie Weiscaver of TriCap will be talking about Head Start. Also, Kurt takes a look at sports from over the weekend. Stay tuned.